guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing something that's pretty important if you're working on a 4.7 V8 Chrysler engine. This particular one's in the Grand Cherokee. That's also effective inside of the Durango. And what other cars is this thing in?
Ram.
It's in the Ram truck.
Dakota.
Dakota has it? Okay, yeah, so the Dakota too. There's 3 or 4 of them out there you may be dealing with the cylinder head on. And we're going to have a whole series on how we're actually rebuilding this. But this particular one's going to focus on how we prepped it for the rebuilding section. Now, we just did one on how we tore it down, so you should watch that one first. Then you'll get an idea of where we're at here. So, to give you an idea, the first thing we did after we took it off the vehicle and stripped it down is we started on the bottom. As you see down here, it's nice and clean. And how we achieve that, because sometimes you'll have little pieces of plastic that gets pieces of the head gasket that get stuck on here. Now, a lot of people say use a razor blade. I suggest that you use a plastic blade because it's not gonna gash into the surface that's right here. Now, if you just have bent valves, you more than likely don't need machine work. That's what we're dealing with, is just some bent valves, and the other one we're just replacing out of just good faith. So, if you have an overheating issue, take it to the machine shop, or just because you have it off, take it to the machine shop, go ahead and get it pressure checked and machined down so you know it's nice and flat. In our case, we've done so many of them that you can kind of just eyeball it because we're just used to it. But, so after we do it, we run our ruler over it. Of course, it's perfectly straight, and it's touching everywhere. No matter which way we do it, it's good to go. Alright, so it's clean, and we know we got a level surface. Of course, like I said, we're just dealing with bent valves. The bent, can you see the plastic razor blade? Okay, so that plastic razor blade right there, like I said, we're just taking it, and we're just going over it and pulling whatever we can pull off of it. They're very effective, won't damage anything. Now, that part being done, that's the first part of the game. Now comes the real important part, which is getting rid of all of the crevice dirt. And basically the first thing that we did is we took some of this, the CRC. Popsy, what do you think about this stuff?
Fantastic for the price.
For the price, you can't beat it. The stuff will work effective. It's very effective on a head. Then you spray that on it. It's kind of temporary how it actually lasts. Then we take Purple Power, which you can buy anywhere. This is some phenomenal stuff as far as engine goes. This is exactly what the end product is, what it looks like when it's finished. We soak it with Purple Power. You know, just kind of work it out with a brush and soak it in real good. Then we come back and pressure wash. And some of the areas that we're working on in here, you see in here where the lifters go? Probably can't really see that. I'm going to stick my pinky in this right here. We want to make sure these right here are really clean. We don't want any debris in that whatsoever. Another place you don't want it is right here where the valve guide seals go. You'll see them, they're like little copper tips coming out. We want all those seals to be nice, tight, and smooth. Then we pressure washed it. And basically, this is exactly what it looks like. Take a look on this end. Can you see it real good? That's what your head should look like before you reassemble it. And like I say, guys, we've only got $5 or $10 into cleaning this up, so it ain't like it's a big deal. But is it worth it to clean it up?
Definitely.
Definitely worth it to clean it up. You see, it looks brand new. And basically, this is what a machine shop's going to do when they clean it up. They just charge you $100 to do it. I think that's probably going to conclude us talking about prepping the cylinder head. And the next thing we're going to get into is probably lapping the valves and teach you guys how we do that so it comes out like a professional every time. Alright, here's out to you, man. See you on the next one.